Welcome back everyone to the glorious British Empire here on the British Isles in Hearts of Iron 4, of course. And now we have to decide the future of where our nation should move towards, where it should focus, where it should put our resources in. Should we go towards taking Canada and basically tie ourselves up in a war against the United States or North America the whole game? Should we disband the allies, and join German Reich in the Axis, which I previously said that we wouldn't do, but I listen. Or should we just go our own way and do some sort of Atlantic dominance? We are the Atlantic. I've been thinking, I just realized when I loaded into the game, that Ireland is free, and this is unacceptable. I mean, if we're making a British Empire, we can't let Ireland be its own nation. So actually, instead, now I know we've spent quite a bit of time preparing the invasion here of Canada, but I think that will be cancelled in favor of taking Ireland, because Ireland is a more pressing matter. It's closer to home, and frankly, it makes a lot more sense than just going for Canada. Because Canada was a move that I didn't know what to do, so Canada seemed reasonable, but if they hadn't been guaranteed by the United States, it would be a no-brainer to take Canada. Getting to war with the United States at this point is not very wise, let's just say. Our economy can't focus on taking on both Europe. If we had allied with German Reich, perhaps then invading Canada and making war against the United States, but we're not. We're taking our own path. We're doing our own little thing. We're making the British Empire. The British Empire is our faction. And we will do whatever we want. What the hell we want. First of all, we kind of need to win in Iraq to begin with. That will be fairly important, let's just say. That will be fairly important, and currently we're not doing too well. That is not good. So we will have to reverse the trend here, and this army, these 4 divisions, after they're done here, will then move on to take Baghdad, because they are the strongest one, they can do it. This one poor division can't do it at the moment. Hopefully the horses over here can reach Mosul before any other defense guys will. We will also transform all the colonial garrisons to proper divisions, since we will need more divisions. And I've noticed that at least one of you wanted to return all the colonial divisions to England. But we need the colonial divisions to be in colonial lands. So they will be there, even though now they will be proper divisions. Just like everyone else, we'll standardize the divisions and have all of them be proper divisions that can defend themselves much better, hopefully. So that will happen. I've turned them all now, I think. I don't think I missed one. These are just... okay, I don't see any point in having fleets over here. So these will go to Singapore for... well, to join up with everyone else. Can it go to Singapore? Why is it not going to Singapore? Oh, whatever. Is it actually even... oh, yeah. But this is a different thing. But why can't I go this... to here? Or here? Okay, maybe I need to start the time. Come on, light cruisers. You know you want to. Okay, control right click to set its own base. Wait, did that work then? Oh no, now I see. This is stupid. They can't reach there. Okay, so what if I make, this my base first then? I mean, this seems a bit, well, let's just say, irritating. So when they're over here, they can't reach because they can't get through here, the Bismarck Sea. There's no way to get past that. So they can't get home, is basically what this game is trying to tell me. This fleet cannot get home. It is stuck over here. How the hell did it get here to begin with? And I'm pretty sure it didn't just get built over here. So how do you get... oh. Well, this is... even you might gotta admit that this is pretty bullshit. I can't get these ships back because for some reason they're not in range of getting back, but somehow they got there to begin with. Oh well, never mind. Moving on. This is 0.3 years away, basically, and so is the atomic research. Maybe you should go for atomic research. We do have 5 research slots now, so getting started on atomic research so we can fairly quickly go into atomic bombs would probably help with our later postponed invasion of United States of America. These divisions are, well, they are not many, let's just say, but I suppose they could. Except I need to figure out what hell to do with this stupid tanks. What am I producing? The fall of Nanjing, I mean, God, this is not very good. We are producing some Vickers, yes, that is according to plan. Need to maybe make even a second infantry equipment line if we're going to replace all of that. Then I got to the idea of, or I realized that maybe making destroyers is not such a bad idea. Because I am completely oblivious when it comes to what to do when it comes to ships in this game. And apparently making destroyers is quite cost efficient and quite good. So maybe I will try to do that. Maybe I'll try to make some divisions. Or destroyers, I mean. Because I'm so used to how things worked in Hearts of Iron 3 that I didn't even bother to realize that perhaps I got it all wrong. And that making a mix is the best way forward. Here we have 3 carriers built at this point, so this is a pretty decent fleet at the moment. And with some destroyers, I mean, we have some destroyers over here that doesn't have a home. So this Western Approaches fleet could easily go here and help out. And so could these destroyers. Maybe I should even make submarines. Nah, we're too strong for submarines. Too strong. And this seems like a fairly well-rounded fleet. A bit big, but fairly well-rounded. And so is the home fleets. And hopefully these will arrive home soon. Perhaps start the time as well. That's a pretty good idea. And then focus on how things are going here. Alright, so the horses did not manage to get there in time. That is disappointing. That is disappointing. Quite so. Okay, maybe take one division over here, then the rest can return. And together these 3 divisions can make a push for Mosul, while these 3 divisions, this one here and those 2 over here, plus the 4th one over here, can make a push for Baghdad. And when those 2 cities fall, so will Iraq. So, let's pull it off with the attack on Mosul. That should help. Hopefully. I think, I mean, there's numerous factors for why this campaign went pretty bad. One is, well, the approaches were not really good. I mean, going through the desert over here and going through, you know, with only 3 divisions in Kuwait City could have been much better. Maybe focus more on Kuwait City than here would work much better. Much better terrain here. Could have used numerical superiority to push through. That could have worked. But, you know, it's easy to be wise after the fact. And this should go fairly easily. Fairly easy, I think, hopefully. How many men have we lost now at this point in the war? We have lost 21,000 men. And they are attacking from all sides now. Well, we did win the Battle of Mosul, but they are engaging in quite an effective counterattack to stall me, to win some time. And I gotta say, that's pretty smart from the AI side. They're doing everything they can to make sure that the victory is not won. And this one is, I mean, the Cairo force is engaged in multiple battles at this point. So are these divisions over here. So pretty much the entire army of the Iraqis are engaged now in combat. So they're doing the best they can. How many divisions even use the recon thing? This one only uses the engineer company. Perhaps you'd add another one, like support artillery. It's a pretty good one. So how much will that change the organization? Not too much. Not too much. And now we got a free military factory. Good, good, good. Okay, perhaps making some more artillery would be pretty good. We also need to push out the anti-tank stuff, but that will come in time. So Mosul is taken. That is just a fact. Now we can return with 1 division to alleviate over here. That should work out pretty well 2. They have effectively stalled the attack on Baghdad. Alan Brooke is having all kinds of bonuses, but the divisions are occupied elsewhere. And to boot, those conflicts are not going too well either. Luckily, this canal bridge... No, it's not canal bridge. What the hell am I talking about? Am I tired or something? Probably. Canal brigade reached there in time to avoid Mosley being completely surrounded. Well, they did pull down one more over here. So I am pretty scared for the advance on Baghdad, honestly. It is not going too well, and this one is completely lost, so this division over here is going to retreat. Did it just... Oh, I thought so. I was afraid it would entirely just vanish in thin air. It wouldn't be very good. Okay, pull back the assault to focus on that one. God damn it. I mean, these Iraqis are quite brilliant. They're doing everything they can with the limited resources to make sure that victory is not won for the British army. How about if we cut off Baghdad from reinforcements? That could be pretty good, and we could redirect this division over here. We can make use of our numbers of divisions, actually do stuff. How is it going with Air Force over here? We still have the close air support, which is hopefully doing nice things in these battles. These divisions are not doing well at all. Holy crap, they're doing bad. But after the battle, they sure will have to withdraw a bit. And now the Iraqis are going full frontal assault on pretty much all sides. Well, hopefully this one will... Cairo Force, Ceylon Defense Force, you should be able to march forward after this. Perhaps if you take a backwards assault on Baghdad. No, that didn't work. You are entirely knocked dead. So you just recuperate, Ceylon Defense Force. Just recuperate. This is worrisome. The infantry division, no organization, they will retreat. Actually, I will just force them to retreat myself. Much better. Keep that away. One more division. This one is slowly recuperating. Good, so there will be, you know, another attack here. And they won the battle. They won... Like, the advance on Baghdad has been stalled officially and completely. Even though Baghdad is surrounded on most sides, and I mean, the British army is not doing too well at all. Well, soon, these divisions will reach over here as well. There's no point in leaving even a token defense force over here. And the fighters can now return to Northern Ireland. In fact, that was a pretty bad suggestion of me, because Northern Ireland can't support that many airplanes. But what am I supposed to do? I must likely check that before making the decision, but still. Shit happens. Maybe send in the Marines in Iraq. Will I really need to do that? Send the Marines in to battle? Well, it sure as hell seems like it. And they are retreating, or moving their positions backwards. Interesting. Very interesting. So that means I could reach the outskirts of Baghdad completely now. That is very interesting. There's one more division over here. That one can go around. Here. So now I am in between Euphrates and Tigris. See, now I remember the names of them. So that should help. At least I have this little bit of land. Problem is the Baghdad is on the east side over here. But they are evacuating Baghdad. Is that really true? Are they evacuating Baghdad? Because that would be suicide for the country. There's no way they could hold if they didn't have Baghdad. When will they arrive? 20 hours or so? 4 days, holy shit. Perhaps we should assist them over here. force our position forward. And this is in 2 days more. No, 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 no. This is not allowed. You're not allowed to do this. What the hell? Come on, get there. And now help out. There we go. There we go. Help out a bit more. Force them to not have this. Oh, they stopped. So it was just to make me hopeful. It was just to make me hopeful that they did that. Right, you were not actually supposed to go there, you were only supposed to help out. Oh well. Well, now they left Baghdad again, but they're sending other divisions to help out. Or take defense of Baghdad. But now, if we can relieve the division over here and make sure that this Iraqi division is not in place anymore, then that should be a fairly decent advance on Baghdad. Except now they left Baghdad again. And this division, for as bad as it is, should be able to go there. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm still questioning the motif of... Or motives, I mean, not motif. That's a completely different thing. The motives of Canada. In fact, I should instead question motives of... Oh, well, I will conquer all of Iraq. And turn, done. There we go, Iraq is done. And now we have oil. So we probably, hopefully, won't need to import oil anymore. I still need to import oil, what the hell. Okay, United States. You have nothing against me still. I appreciate that. So please give me some oil. And we have some free military factories that can be sent into making more anti-tank guns. There we go. Nice and sensible. You do the same. Oh, they have nuclear efforting? What the hell? Seriously? Well, it's another surprise. So we could take Saudi Arabia. Now that's an interesting proposal. And there's even another one here in Aden. We could consolidate our hold on all of Middle East, essentially. We could do the same in Iran. We could use the Indian troops over here to take Iran. That would be pretty good. Except first I need to Bernard Montgomery out of here. To Ulster. Belfast, I mean. Or Northern Ireland. They can all reach over here. It's good. I should probably redirect the Air Force as well, because there are too many. So, is that a better? Yes, Northern England is a better place for them to be. There's a lot of airfields over here in Northern England. Yorkshire, Lancashire, whatever else is here. Lothianshire, almost, at least. So yeah, Alan Brooke, you will, in fact, be tasked with the future invasion of Saudi Arabia. Congratulations on your promotion, sir. Should also consider my planning for an invasion of Italy, because it will be the primary antagonist of our faction. They are the most relevant, and it seems interesting, or seems weird to call Italy relevant when it comes to world politics. But for us, for Great Britain, for the British Empire, currently, with our interest in the Middle East and in Africa, Italy is threatening that position, quite heavily so. So we will knock them out. No question about that. We will knock them out and take them. And first we need to take Saudi Arabia. As little as Saudi Arabia is worth, it is quite a huge chunk of land. It is a huge chunk of land. And the reason I say it's of little worth is, of course, that the resource map model says only free oil is produced in all of Saudi Arabia. So that's not brilliant. Oh, now Italy joined the Axis. Well, screw them then. Screw them. Could I have even been invited to faction? No. Wait, okay, so... I mean, if they wouldn't want to ally with the British Empire if they had a chance, I have somehow doubted. I think they would want to ally us. But soon, invasion of Poland should begin. They have a non-aggression pact with us. But wait, they already lost all of the eastern Poland? I must have missed that somehow. Interesting. So did Russia make its own demand separate from the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, or was that part of Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact? Either way, interesting that it gave up Eastern Poland. When I did do a little playthrough of my own playing as Poland, I got the event where they pretty much demanded all of Eastern Poland when I was at war with the German Reich, and it was like, no, not acceptable. And of course, war between Poland, Germany, and then a separate war, Poland and Soviet Union. No, that's not very good. No, not at all. Oh, well, this is outdated. This is outdated now. Ireland. Did I never do this? Holy shit, I'm bad at multitasking. I said I would do it, and I haven't done it yet. Okay, so we can instead do something like secure Iran. That is something we could do. We can boost popularity of the fascist party over there, so that we have our pretext for invading them. So that could work out pretty well. We only have, as I mentioned before, the British Raj still. We have the Balkan strategy, which could be relevant to do now, considering the whole Italy thing going on. And yeah, we should probably fortify Malta a bit more. Come on, I don't want the fleet, I want freaking Malta. Well, we have a coastal fort of 5 there, and we have our division over here that we still haven't turned into a proper division. And this one is a proper division now. Good. Yeah, research slot available. Here is our choice between going assault or infiltration. I think assault will, even though we don't have a very mechanized force now, we do have the materials to make a mechanized force in the future. And we have to look towards the future to see where we truly will stand. Marines too, excellent news. These are very soon going to happen, and I mean the extra time you get is not that high, so we will improve on that straight up. And soon the new type of, speaking of ships, I was going to say mention ships, but there they are. And now we can start to develop our new carriers and stuff. So illustrious class, that will happen. We can now invite Venezuela to our faction. Venezuela, do you want to be part of our allied faction? Holy shit. By all means, Venezuela, you have joined the Axis, or not Axis, the Allies. Can I see here? There's Allies, the Axis, the Comintern. So there's no democratic alliance at the moment. France still has not made their own faction. And here's the Comintern. So we can take a look here at the faction map mode as it stands right now. Venezuela has joined the Allies. And beyond them there's just us and India. And then there's Comintern that belongs of, well, Soviet Union of course, Tanituva and Mongolia. We have the United Front of the Chinese, or Chinese United Front. And of course the Axis, which is probably the strongest one. Oh, Poland made their own faction. Which is a shame for them, because now, well, they will lose. Even though they're actually making advancements in Königsberg region. That's interesting. Wait! Holy shit! Already? They haven't even finished Poland yet. This is amazing. This is amazing news. This is stuff that the British Empire needs. Conflict between Soviet Union and German Reich in 1939, before Poland is even finished. That opens so many opportunities to mess with Italy and whatever else. But now we do have things that we should do beforehand. Before we do invasion of Italy and do everything there, we should probably try to take Ireland first. And we do have some things we should do. Maybe improve the airfield over here. Maybe improve the naval base over here. As well as the coastal fort in this region. Because we need to have more airplanes over here. We need to create air dominance around the Mediterranean to cut off all kinds of supplies, to, well, leave our forces in a much better state than they are. So how many naval bombers do I have? I do have them a bit spread around the place. Most of them are on our small carriers. We do have some in Yorkshire and some in Singapore though. So that's not too bad. I think I will take the ones in Yorkshire and bring them to Malta. So how many of them do I have here? I still want to... There we go. Interwar bomber carrier, naval bomber. Do I not make any... Oh, I don't make any naval bombers beyond carrying naval bombers? Because that's not too good. Perhaps I should start doing that. Swordfish. Swordfish, swordfish. Well, I don't need that many light tanks at the moment. And perhaps lowering that production should work out. And we're still building up a fairly sizable amount of airplanes to have available. Sea Gladiator with 280 extra off. Not too shabby, if I have to say so myself. Unfortunately, all the research is tied up for quite a while now. So I am actually thinking of, instead of doing this, which honestly is not too important at the moment, we don't have too much mechanized, we don't have too much motorized, we don't have too much stuff at all. I think that will be shifted over to making the new light cruiser, or at least researching them. So there we are. And I think, with the future invasion of Ireland, and with the future attack on the Middle East and Mediterranean, I think we have a pretty nice strategy set up for the future. I think it's a pretty decent path to go. Then we could mess with the Balkans, basically make the Mediterranean our main focus and conquer everything else. Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Iran, Turkey, whatever else, Afghanistan. Basically consolidate everything there. And then after that we could do Italy and the rest of it. So I think that will be a pretty good place to cut it off. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.